Ebutafo mesanso emama kwaba eba Ghanatube so snowy matana tibiom ensem a ekoso ewo Ghana yeman mu bro entintempa no menum enkwan no enja yefufo ninti meka ebeka kotie ensem ebia ekoso ewo oman mu na meba na ne wo ho no media toaso amamo.
And looking at our stories, total value of Ghana's economy in monetary terms is projected to hit $100 billion by the end of this year. And this according to Director of Real Policy at the Ministry of Finance, Samuel Ackhurst. Speaking at the Deloitte Economic Dialogue here in Accra, Mr. Ackhurst hinted that the country will finish the year with a higher rate of per capita income and GDP rate, which will push the economy to higher middle income status. There is more for you in this report.
The Deloitte Economic Dialogue on the 2026 budget was themed Charting Ghana's Economic Path, Policies, Progress and Opportunities. The Director of Real Sector Division at the Ministry of Finance, Samuel Ackhurst, in defending the 2026 budget statement, assured that all the policy initiatives are geared towards growth of the economy. According to him, the country's economic indicators are pointing to the right direction, with gross domestic product likely to hit 100 billion.
Ghana's GDP in dollars was about 49 billion US dollars. Now, when you add that to our population of 30 something, you have a per capita income that at the same year was 1,756. Now, because we crossed 1,000, we became a middle income, but a lower middle income. Today, one of the key things on the economic performance in 2025 is pointing to the direction that Ghana, for the very first time, by the end of 2025, which will be calculated next year by April, will stand a pole position to hit $100 billion for the first time in our history. At the same time, it is possible that the per capita 10 years ago below $2,000, of course it's around $2,000 now, could hit above $3,000 also for the very first time, inching us away from the median to the higher level of the lower middle income.
Presenting the accounting firm's verdict on the budget, country managing partner Deloitte, Daniel Owusu, expressed optimism about the economic prospects of the country.
As we have seen, Ghana's economy has shown a level of optimism throughout 2025, following a period of micro adjustment and reset. The implementation of the IMF Extended Credit Facility Program, together with domestic policy actions by the government, has begun to restore stability and rebuild confidence.
Some civil society organizations and thought leaders also share their perspectives on the budget.
Look at the whole Gusitano 24-hour economy project. Fantastic thing, but it's not 24-hour economy. It's a major what they call economic development plan, which is okay. Call it what it is. But what is 24-hour economy about that? But there's 24-hour economy about our ports running 24 hours. The 24-hour economy about our courts begin to run 24 hours. So those things that we have bottlenecks. 24-hour economy, let's get it straight. It's not a policy intervention. It's a policy outcome of effective and sustained economic policies. Nobody needs to tell me, as a rice producer, to run 3 shifts if the demand and the supply of raw material is there. Are you the one going to tell me? And the company is already running.
Reforms in the 2026 budget are expected to boost productivity and growth across all sectors of the economy.
Interesting revelation there. Let's broaden the conversation further and bring in economist Dr. Edu Sakodie for some perspective on this. Thank you so much, sir, for making time to join us here on Business Live. And Ghana's economy, we are learning, is projected to hit $100 billion by the end of this year, pushing the country into higher middle income status. How significant is this revelation by the Ministry of Finance?
Very significant, given the fact that our exchange rate is favorable to us now, so that when you convert our CD-denominated GDP into dollars, it becomes favorable. Currently, we are hitting around $80 billion dollar GDP. So by the close of the year, but he said that if it's calculated in April, and my understanding is that they may do the rebasing of GDP in April, so that when you do the rebasing, then you change the base year and you have a higher GDP. But whatever it is significant. Mind you, Ghana went into a lower middle income country in the year 2010, and since then, after 15 years, we've been wondering when we are going to start a conversation of pushing our country into the upper middle income status. And it's not beyond us. I mean, there are countries like Indonesia and El Salvador who entered into the upper middle bracket in just 2022. I said that Jordan also fell out from upper to lower. I mean, you need a simple threshold of $4,466 per capita GNI. So for you to get there, I mean, you need to, first of all, grow your GDP and make sure that your incomes are increasing. The incomes of Ghanaians abroad are increasing faster than incomes of foreigners in the country. You must also control the population, because we use per capita to assess the threshold. So you have to control the population, and you also have to have a very stable exchange rate, because you need to convert your city-denominated GDP into dollars so that you can have a higher value. And so I think as a country, we should thrive and get closer, as he said. Maybe if you don't even achieve it by 2025, you may get there in 2026 or 2027 or 2028, or very close in the next 3 years, we should get there. But that is not the whole story.
All right.
A better appreciation of or a better measurement of your development, of any country's development, is a Human Development Index. Now, in the calculation of Human Development Index, you need 3 indicators. First is the income, the first one that we've mentioned, growing your GDP and divided by the population. The second is quality human capital, in this case measured by health and education. So to be an upper middle income, it comes with certain responsibilities. You must have quality education, it must come with quality healthcare, it must come with low poverty, it must come with good infrastructure, it must come with good road network, it must come with everything that, losing the congestions in our cities, making sure that things are far better so that it can demonstrate the status that we will achieve as an upper middle income country. It is not beyond us as a country. We can do it. I've demonstrated to you that countries like Indonesia and El Salvador are there. Ghana today, we have minerals in abundance, and we can leverage the minerals that we have, notably the gold that we have, to grow our economy, develop it, and hit that upper middle income mark that we all yearn for.
For Akaba, Madam Samoje, where equity in Sema Ecoso Ewo or Ghana. For comments on a comment section, now making a subscribe, hit on the notification bell, so and then first time I'll show me and a magic way, never suffer saying in 78 now when you're an pass. So, Modafo, Snowy, and at midday and Samuel Ebremo, this year, the Elsia for Macrabo.